I call the member for Penrith.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to speak in support of the Better Regulation, Fair Trading and Other Legislation Amendment Bill 2024. I commend the Minister for Better Regulation and Fair Trading for bringing this bill to the House. The bill will implement 17 reforms to reduce unnecessary regulatory burden and improve legislative consistency and clarity. It also makes amendments to simplify and future-proof regulatory frameworks and modernise the laws in line with 21st century technology and practices. Today I would like to draw the House's attention to some of the minor but practical reforms in the bill that enhance consistency across various laws in the Better Regulation and Fair Trading portfolio. These reforms include standardising the definition of a business day and updating harmonising the methods for serving documents. First, I would like to speak to the amendments in the bill which standardise the definition of business day. The bill will amend 6 acts and 3 regulations across the portfolio to rely on the new standard definition of business day. These amendments will update existing definitions to rely on the standard definition of business day or insert a new definition where one is missing. It also replaces references to working day with business day. Currently, there are several definitions of business day across these statutes. The main variations involve whether the terms bank holiday and special holiday are included in the definition. The term business day is also used interchangeably with the term working day, which is confusing in other instances. Either term may be used in legislation without a definition on what it actually means. For example, the Retirement Villages Act 1999 currently refers to both business day and working day, but neither term is defined in the Act, whereas the Retirement Villages Regulation 2017 refers to working day within a specific schedule and is defined to mean any day that is not a Saturday, Sunday or public holiday. Similarly, there is no definition of business day in the tow truck legislation, even though this term is referenced about 25 times throughout the Tow Truck Industry Regulation 2020. Honourable members, this issue may appear to be simple, a very simple concept, but sometimes knowing what counts as a day, or more precisely a business day, can be legally important. The term business day is something that most of us would have come across multiple times. It is a key term that can be found in important agreements and contracts. It is also a term that is used in various statutes where a person needs to calculate the number of days to ensure compliance with a certain requirement. For example, having to serve documents on a person or notify fair trading of a matter within a certain time. It is important that businesses and consumers have a clear and consistent definition of business day. To address these issues, the bill creates a single reference to business day with a common meaning. The proposed standard meaning of business day is a day that is not a Saturday or Sunday, or a day is not a public holiday or a bank holiday throughout New South Wales. The amendments in the bill also link the term public holiday to the definition provided in the Public Holidays Act 2010, or as provided in another act. The term bank holiday has been included in the standard definition as it is not a defined public holiday. Among the amendments, the bill will update existing definitions of business day across various fair trading statutes, such as the Conveyancers Licensing Act 2003 and the Motor Dealers and Repairers Act 2013, etc. It is not an exaggeration to say that fair trading laws impact our lives every day, from buying a baby cot to organising a funeral and everything in between. Providing a single standard definition of business day means that fair trading customers can rely on the same definition to more easily comply with legislative requirements across various statutes. It can also help facilitate the smooth operation of transactions, minimise the risk of disputes, and reduce inadvertent non-compliance. The terms business day and public holiday are commonly used terms that appear throughout the New South Wales Statute Book. Therefore, providing a single standard definition of business day is the best approach. The standard definition will also remove the potential for multiple interpretations of the meaning of public holiday. While this reform is simple, it provides meaningful changes that will benefit the people of this state and make the laws in the fair trading portfolio more consistent for customers. I would now like to speak to the amendments in the bill which update and harmonise the general service of documents provision across 21 acts in the Better Regulation and Fair Trading portfolio. Most of the acts identified currently do not provide for the electronic service of documents other than by email. A small number of acts have inconsistent or outdated methods of service, whereas others lack a service of documents provision altogether, despite making references to serving notices of documents. For example, the Biofuels Act 2007 does not provide a method of service, despite the Act mentioning serving documents on a person. To address these issues, the proposed amendments in the bill update and harmonise the service of documents provisions where relevant. A standard general service of documents provision has been inserted in those acts that lack a service of documents provision. Specifying the acceptable methods of service in these acts will provide greater legislative clarity and certainty. The bill also inserts a standard method to serve documents by other electronic means and adds capacity to prescribe other methods of service under the regulations. Expanding the current methods of service to include other electronic means, rather than limiting it to email, will modernise the fair trading laws and provide greater flexibility. This change will enable evolving capacities of technology to be used in the future. For example, by allowing notices to be served via an online portal. For example, the bill will amend the existing service of documents provisions under the Community Gaming Act 2018 to insert the option for documents to be served by other electronic means to an address or location specified by the recipient for the service of the documents of that kind. This means that in order to serve a document using electronic means under the Community Gaming Act, the recipient will need to consent to the service of documents in that way and provide the address or location. The bill also makes a range of consequential amendments to omit provisions that detail specific service requirements so that the general service of documents provision can apply instead. These amendments increase the range of options available for individuals and businesses in how they want to be contacted. This creates a better experience for customers and can help reduce the risk of delays. The changes will also benefit industry by creating more clear and consistent laws. Speaker, in conclusion, the two reforms I have just talked about are a small part of a much larger bill that will bring sensible changes, embed best practice and ensure there is legislative consistency. Achieving greater consistency across our laws will provide better outcomes for the people of New South Wales. I'm proud to be part of this government as we deliver this bill, and once again I commend the Minister for bringing this bill to the House.